300 federal officials to that apartment complex. Some even rappelled down from Blackhawks onto the rooftop in order to help secure that perimeter. Now, they were searching for suspected members of the violent Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua. Of course, TDA has been designated as a terrorist organization under the Trump administration. Now, it was the biggest show of force that we've ever seen on the ground here. We had agencies, FBI, Border Patrol, ICE, and ATF all involved here, and they were all looking for targets in that same exact building. It was a 5-story building. It was a tall task for them, and anything could have gone wrong, but luckily the operations went pretty smoothly. Preliminary reports show that about 30 illegal immigrants were arrested in this operation, some of them suspected Tren de Aragua. Now, we talked with Chief Gregory Bovino, who's running the operations on the ground for many of these ops in Chicago, and he had some words for people that are pushing back against his operations. Take a listen.
How about you live in the apartment next door to Tren de Aragua members that are trafficking in prostitution, guns, drugs, and taking advantage of American citizens in a violent way? Why don't you live next to them and then see how much of a we are?
Chicago, you need to stop lying and saying, and people on this internet need to stop lying and saying that they're coming for black people. Yes, there was a building in a black community that was not majority black because it had been overran by illegal gang bangers. Let's be clear. So why everybody want to keep throwing that narrative around half the South Shore is invaded by illegals? That's the truth. So don't get on here saying black people are being came for. They're coming because they're in our neighborhoods and our communities. That's why. So yes, they're going to go in buildings where black people live and sleep because they put them in buildings where black people live and sleep. South Shore, born and raised. I know what I'm talking about. Stop pushing that narrative because it's not correct. So for those who are questioning about who I am and where I'm at, this is Adam Clayton Powell. This is the building that everyone is in an uproar about. So as I said, South Shore, this is your community, your neighborhood, and this building was not majority black when the ICE came the other day. Yes, black people were affected, but this building was overran by illegal Venezuelan gangs. And I just had several conversations with residents who are moving their stuff out of here that confirmed that. So stop letting media put that false narrative in your head that somebody coming for you, because they not. You was born here. You was born on this land. Rise up and stand up on something and stop letting any and everybody tell you something.
Views, conversations, and opinions expressed on this channel could be subjective or objective and are also for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Here on The Mix, we encourage and implore you to conduct your own research.
Hey you guys, welcome to The Mix. Like this video, share this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Before I jump into the topic really quickly, and I'm not going to hold you, so listen to this video from beginning to end, y'all. Like, share, sub. It's free to do that. It helps creators like myself grow and evolve here on these YouTube Shrizzies. Yes. If you're interested in donating, smash that Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal. It's in the description section of this post. Also, too, all donations go toward content enhancement creation. Thank you guys for your continued support domestically, internationally. Stay tuned, stay connected, and hit your notifications. The 4th quarter cash prize giveaway will be in December. Shout out to Norjana. She won the 3rd quarter cash prize giveaway here on The Mix the other day on live. I posted the winning and the announcement in the community section, so head on over there, you guys. So okay, without further ado, let me just get right to the meat of things. Y'all just windmilling me in the chat on that last short video I did. Hey, it's cool when Obama do it, but when Trump do it, it's a problem. And matter of fact, you guys, all presidents do it. You don't like somebody, you go hard, super hard at them. I don't like none of them. None of these presidents has ever did anything substantial for me personally, or my community personally. And that's just my opinion. We can agree to disagree. And I like that here on The Mix. We can have our own Discord, healthy dialogue. But y'all went ham on me in the chat on that short clip. But hey, like I said, healthy dialogue, healthy Discord. We can agree to disagree. But prove me wrong. If y'all think I'm wrong, prove me wrong, because I'm here to add some more context to that. You saw that clip in the beginning. South Shore Apartments was raided, and you guys, y'all don't know that particular illegal gang is now deemed as a terrorist. If they're deemed as a terrorist, we have the Patriot Act. Y'all remember that? 2001, after September 11, who passed the Patriot Act? They don't need the search and seizure. They don't need no freaking warrant. Google that. And for those who do not know, I am a degree paralegal. Yes, on paper, I am. And from an accredited college, accredited institution, learning institution. So this is my niche. I love stuff like this, the Constitution, laws, etc., etc. This is my niche. I like to dive into my legal bag. So that's what I'm about to do today to help add some more context and some more details and information on this whole entire topic, from Obama, from Bush, from Trump, all of that when it comes to the Constitution, federal level, and fairness and all of that. Then go ahead and show you guys what I came across when it came to the Patriot Act and Obama, who did not give due process to illegals, most of them, and they call him Obama the deporter in chief. Y'all, so many articles out here. Just do your research, think for yourself. But y'all ain't have to windmill me in the comment section like that on that last video, short video. But yeah, I'll come back, you guys, with my final thoughts, reaction, opinion after I share some excerpts of the article, the laws, all of that, and probably another video, and also, you know, to shed some light on the false narratives about the South Shore raids. So here we go, and I'll come back with my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, looky here. For those who was in the chat on that last clip, that short video, going on to the short section if you need to, you know, look at the chat. It was jumping. That video pretty much went viral, and the chat is jumping. So, so it says here, oh, Google. Ooh, what did Google say about due process under the Obama administration? It says here, due process for immigrants was a contentious issue during the Obama administration, with critics, including the ACLU and immigrant rights advocates, accusing his administration of sacrificing due process in favor of speedier deportations. While the administration insisted it was prioritizing enforcement against criminals and recent border crossers, the operative word, recent border crossers, it was criticized for tactics that eroded due process. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean, the mix? What does this mean? This means, in summary, and you can Google it for yourself and Google old articles while when Obama was in office. What does this mean? This means that Obama was fast-tracking illegals out of the country. Yes, without due process. No due process. Whether they were criminals or not, that's what this is saying. So, receipt number 1. Here we go. Oh, what do we have here? An article. ACLU.org. And when was this article posted? 2014, May 1st, 2014. You can Google it at your leisure. It's a good read. I'm not going to go over the full article. It says here, news and commentary, speed over fairness. And this is by the ACLU. Google the acronym. I don't have time to educate you guys on every single thing because this video will be an hour long. So it says, speed over fairness, deportation under the Obama administration. When removing individuals from this country, permanently severing them from their homes, families, and community, which is more important, fairness or speed? They're asking y'all a question. I'll run that poll in the community section and see how many of you will be honest or not, because under Obama, he did it the speedy way without due process as well. So it says the United States has a proud tradition of individualized due process. No matter who you are, everyone deserves their day in court. This is what they're saying. Okay, so this is especially important for immigrants, many of who might qualify, operative word, might, not all, might qualify for prosecutorial discretion given their considerable roots in the United States, but who will only get that consideration if a judge can review their individual case and decide whether or not they must lead the judicial review. A brief moment of individuality and impartiality within a system that often ignores both is critical, yet alarming. New evidence has surfaced that 3 out of 4 removal cases does not happen. Let's jump down here. Yesterday, the MPI, Migration Policy Institution, released a report, The Deportation Dilemma. Okay, reconcile tough and humane enforcement. Let me jump down here. Okay, oh, what does this part of the article say? The Obama administration has prioritized speed over fairness in the removal system, sacrificing individualized due process in the pursuit of record removal numbers. Mind you guys, and I'm going to stop here, Obama has the highest number of deportations out of all presidents. So it's cool when he do it, but when Trump do it, on the contrary, it's a problem. Okay, you guys, like I said, this is my niche. I love diving into my legal bag. Yes. For educational purposes as well, this video, you know. So it says here, per Google, Patriot Act of 2001, the U.S. Patriot Act of 2001 was a United States law enacted to deter and punish terrorist acts by enhancing law enforcement's ability to investigate and disrupt terrorism. So if you think about it, I'm interjecting, the South Shore raids in Chicago, that gang, which is a foreign gang to my understanding based off of reports, is Trinidad. I don't know, I can't say it or whatever. They are deemed as a terrorist group. So you connect the two. If they're deemed as a terrorist group, insert the 2001 Patriot Act signed by George Bush after September 11. Y'all, what? Okay, it says here, it achieved this by breaking down bureaucratic barriers to information sharing between intelligence and law enforcement agencies, updating investigating tools for modern technology and threats, increasing penalties for terrorism-related crimes, and strengthening measures to combat money laundering. However, the act also drew criticism for potentially weakening civil liberties and privacy rights, allowing expanded government access to private information, according to the ACLU. Boom. What I was just reading within the ACLU, Obama not giving illegals due process as well. And when it comes to the Patriot Act, it is to my understanding, they don't need a warrant. Ain't no warrants under the Patriot Act. So this foreign gang is deemed now as a terrorist. See, Trump playing chess while y'all playing emotional checkers. They are deemed as a terrorist group. So y'all, based off of my research and review, this is they're deemed as a terrorist group, which, voila, the 2001 Patriot Act. Oh gosh. Okay, it says here, per Google, the Patriot Act significantly expanded the government's authority regarding search and seizure. Primarily by broadening surveillance and information gathering powers in the name of counterterrorism. These are key words, language. Passed after the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. The law made 4 key changes that drew strong criticism from civil liberties group like the ACLU. And these are the search and seizures. I'm not going over all of that. Y'all do y'all own research. Okay, you guys, NPR.org, it says, as it turns 10, Patriot Act remains controversial. Yeah, controversial. This was posted October 26, 2011. 10 years ago, on October 26, 2001, President George W. Bush signed a USA Patriot Act. Congress overwhelmingly passed the law only weeks after the September 11 attacks. It is designed to give the FBI more power to collect information in cases that involve national security. But in the decades since then, civil liberties groups have raised concerns about whether the Patriot Act goes too far by scooping up too much data and violating people's rights to privacy. Okay, you guys, like this video, share this video, drop some comments in the chat, keep it respectful and peaceful. So what are your thoughts on that article? What are your thoughts on those 2 video clips? We learned today what we learned, class. No, I'm being funny and facetious, you guys. So, but yeah, we did learn on a serious note that the illegal gangs were dropped off in the urban community, Illinois, Chicago, that particular building, and yeah, they have taken over, according to reports, etc., and people who live in the community, hence that clip I played in the beginning. So yeah, and we also too learned that they are now deemed as a terrorist organization. We also too learned about the Patriot Act when George Bush, gotta give y'all a history lesson with the law. George Bush, after Jr. passed that and signed it in his signature executive order. Well, he passed through Congress and then he signed it. That's how he went about it. And yeah, the Patriot Act, you don't get the due process through a Patriot Act. You don't get the warrants to from a judge for search and seizure. No. That's not how the Patriot Act works. Google it for yourself. Educate yourselves. That's not how it works, especially when a person or organization on American soil is deemed as a terrorist. I mean, hey, I didn't write the laws. You had Congress who passed that, y'all. Do your research. After September 11, they was passing everything and people were losing their rights. So I'm coming here, do I agree with people losing their rights because it can happen to an American? No, I don't. So you got that oxymoron a little bit here. So, and then as far as due process, we learned about due process. Obama did not give most of the legal immigrants who were here under his administration, which was 2. He did not give them due process. No. We learned that too here. So go ahead, head on back to that article, go over that. Also too, we learned, based off of that clip, how the building was overran in South Shore, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois, but the building's called South Shore, how the building was overran by illegal gangs and etc., according to news reports and stuff like that. So, I mean, hey, they had to come in like a thief in the night, pun intended, thief in the night, and grab the people who they needed to grab. And yes, black people were there. Yes, they were impacted by that, but they weren't, to my understanding, they were not the majority of the residents in that particular apartment building. So, but yeah, so let me know your thoughts, you guys, down in the chat. Also too, word on the curve, I heard about that building, South Shore building in Chicago, Illinois, that was just raided by ICE. I heard that the building owner had been trying to renovate the building and get people out, period. So something to think about. The building owner, the person who owned that building, who paying the rent? Who paying the rent if you got squatters there? Who paying the rent if people ain't paying, doing their part? Who's paying the mortgage? Who's paying the taxes? So gotta think about that. But that's word on the street, Chicago streets, because I'm in Illinois, you guys. So, but yeah, so let me know your thoughts down in the chat. Like this video, share this video. We could respectfully agree to disagree here on The Mix. That's what it's about. Prove me wrong, though. Prove me wrong, y'all. So about the Patriot Act, we learned about South Shore. Black people were impacted by the ICE raids. They were released. They were not kept. They were released. And then too, the ICE agencies took the illegal immigrants who had flooded the area by who brought them there. The Democrat Party opened it up to, their areas and certain communities up to the illegal immigrants. So let me know your thoughts, you guys, down in the chat. Like this video, share this video. Thank you guys for tuning in to The Mix. Put this on replay, share, like, and yeah, talk to you guys soon. Bye.